every time I try to start a video. Hello, everybody. Mr. Suicide is back once again. Last time, I did Mr. J a little favor and did the Albany Virgo in one of his little buyer beware videos. And I mentioned that I was looking for a new muscle car. And while the Virgo didn't cut the mustard, I think this bad boy right here will do the trick nicely. This here is the Shyster Deviant. And this one is a far sight better.
What can I do?
We're going to jump right in here, and we're going to get all the upgrades.
That looks badass.
There are some front options. Oh, well, that's actually... The splitter is kind of dumb. I don't know. I think I'm just going to remove the splitter, actually. Just, there you go. Step bumper. Okay. There is a the tiniest little difference in this. Well, let me get the comments up, as it appears someone's come into the chat. There is the tiniest of tiny little differences between these two bumpers. There's a small... I don't even know how to call it. Looking at the rear bumper, you have the cutouts at the bottom for where the exhausts would be if they weren't coming out of the side. Just above those cutouts, you see the little lines. Well, one of the lines disappears on stock, and stepped adds the little line. Oh, and then we go to a chrome with a plastic strip, primary with a plastic strip, which actually looks more like a chrome strip, but whatever. Primary bumper, which is the same as chrome bumper, carbon bumper. Well, I mean, I do like a bit of chrome. But I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. I think I'm just going to forget about that. We're going to max out the engine, move on to the exhaust. We can have rear exhaust, rear exit. Aside from the big fat mufflers, that's actually not bad. Dual rear, square dual side. So you can go from the little rectangular, kind of slanted rectangular, which is stock, to two kind of squares on the sides, and that's on both sides. Or I could go with this. I don't know, I actually kind of prefer the rear. Let's go with that. Grill options, we've actually got several options. This bit removes the nose snout thing in the middle. This one darkens it and makes it chrome, dark chrome with slats, secondary slats, kinked slats, which I don't know what that means, 7 slat grill, plastic grill, phantom grill, which I think that means you lose your headlights, I'm not sure. plastic Phantom, dark chrome Phantom, classic grille, which is basically the same as stock, except it has a little bit... there's chrome around the headlights and around the holes on the middle of the grille. In fact, I think I'm actually going to take that one because, again, I think as cool as the Phantom one looks, I would go with the chrome, but I think it gets rid of your headlights. And having headlights is kind of important. So I'll go with classic. Hood, we can do a carbon fiber hood. Vented adds these little vents that you can only just barely see there. Secondary hood, which it's the stock hood, just using the secondary color, which I haven't changed yet. Exposed charger, which exposes the supercharger. But there's no blower. Do scoop hood, carbon fiber charger, carbon scoop. Which actually makes the scoop look black, not carbon fiber. I think I will actually take the scoop hood. They really need to start including more of these scoops, although not quite so big. Because once again, I do kind of agree with Mr. J, having these big scoops or blowers sticking out of the hood blocks your vision when you try to drive in first person. Another person in the chat, how's it going? It's already bad enough that the thing kind of has this stair-step effect to the hood. It would be nice if there was a smoothed out one, with maybe there's this small scoop in the front, right in the middle there. Maybe instead of having that, have the hood go flat in the middle and have a nice smaller scoop, like a Ram Air scoop, in the middle. Something kind of like that, but with the bottom half cut off. So it's just the kind of curve to it, just sat flat on the hood. Well, damn. From the side, that looks dopey as all hell. And without the blower for the supercharger, that just kind of looks stupid. Okay, I've changed my mind. I will just go with the vented hood. Even though I still don't get how having vents pointing in the opposite direction actually helps at all. Oh, we've got a comment here. Oh. That's alright. Quite alright. Alrighty. Man. I'll just go with the vented hood, I suppose. Lights, headlights, bright whites, and neons.
Looking good.
Yes. Now there are some livery options here, which is quite nice as a step up over the Virgo that we looked at the other day. A yellow pinstripe, very basic, kind of boring as a matter of fact. It's one little stripe on each side, and it just kind of follows the body line of the car. Gray stripes down the middle, and also kind of boring. Classic white. Okay. Oh, and for those who don't know, the real-world counterpart of this car is an AMC Javelin. Yeah. Which is actually pretty damn decent muscle car. It's been featured in the Forza Horizon games. And this sort of paint stripe here with the paint job with the stripe going down from the hood is actually, I believe, what comes on its stock. Negative stripes, which is basically just black or like a really dark gray. Two-tone, which kind of includes the pinstriping, only it's white with a gray on top, which I think that may actually be the secondary color, so I might be able to change that. RJ Farthings, number 75. I guess this is somewhat of a racing design, even on the spoiler there. Aero Gasoline, number 8. Alpha Male, number 38. Another two-tone job. It's just a shame Rockstar just won't let us design our own liveries. Once again, like the Forza Horizon games do. That would be so much better. The lowrider design, which is actually not bad. I don't think this car actually can be made into a lowrider, so having a livery called lowrider is kind of puzzling. Globe Oil number 51, with a red stripe job from the hood to the rear, a couple of light blue stripes, some sponsor decals. Okay, well, I actually do kind of like the lowrider. Although hopefully the white isn't permanent, and hopefully I can make that a different color. As a matter of fact, before I buy the livery, we're going to do the other things real quick first. Roof, livery roof, carbon roof. Or stock is just black. Probably go with livery. Spoiler. Yes, we have different spoiler options. Smooth ducktail, which is the stock but minus the weird fins that it kind of has on the back. Yeah. And then you go to carbon fiber. Notch ducktail. Roof lip. There's actually a little bit of a spoiler there on the back of the roof there. Boot lip, which is at the back. Plastic boot lip. Low level spoiler, which is probably what I will end up going with. Low secondary. Oh, same spoiler, painted the secondary color. Drag wing. Yeah. Carbon fiber drag wing. And that's it. So actually, let's go with the low secondary, because it's a shame that you can't have the roof lip with the other options. Or maybe you can. Would it actually be possible to have two spoilers? Would it add double the amount of traction? Because that would be amazing. But you would have to think, since they're technically in two different locations, you would be able to have them both at the same time. They're so damn expensive.
I think I just got a heart on.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, she drops quite a bit. Probably not necessary, though. Transmission. turbo wheels. Now the stock wheels are very reminiscent of the Fujiwara rims. In fact, they're pretty much the same. But this is a muscle car. I do usually like these Dodmans. Yeah, they'll work. Color red. Oops. Tires, get that. Bulletproof and red smoke. Getting low on money. Windows, dark as they can be. And now we can do the respray options. Ooh, we have primary and secondary trim. We'll go ahead and apply our nice free crew emblems. Trim color. Nothing's changing. Oh. The color of the seats. Which, by the way, that is maybe the one flaw with this car. There does not seem to be any option for a roll cage. And when the car already comes with racing seats by default, that's kind of a bummer. Candy apple red. Or just plain red. Or should I go with blue? A nice dark blue. Changing the color of the seats seems a bit... See, changing the stitching or some of the other small details about the seats would have been fine. Like the way it was on Mr. J's Gauntlet Hellfire. And also some of the interior things would have been nice. But instead...
That looks badass.
primary.
Oh yeah,
Dark
sexy
blue,
shit.
pearlescent, normal blue, secondary color is Cabernet Red, or as I like to call it, Blood Red.
I think I just got a heart on. Nice.
Which really those should be chrome, those bits, but whatever. Okay, now that that's done, we have just barely enough. Oh. Well, I do like the kind of, whatever that is on the roof there. But I'm not a big fan of all that white. I was hoping that it would change to be the secondary color. That's kind of a bummer. Let's see how the rest of the liveries look. See, I wouldn't mind that little amount of white. Oh. Interesting. And the lowrider. Oh. Well. Well, that's kind of a shame. Let's go with that one, I guess. And I believe that's everything. We got all of the performance upgrades, the brakes, the armor, the engine. Suspension is not going to be lowered because it's not necessary. Transmission's been maxed, we got the turbo. Everything else is there. That should be it. Brakes, unfortunately, are still not all that good, even with the max upgrade. They're still not over a full chunk in the bar. Let's go out and see how she performs now that she's been maxed out. How many damn people are going to call me and bother me about dumb shit? Okay, well, she kind of spun out on me there. The turbo shift seems to work fine. Ooh, she wants to slide out. Bit on the oversteer side. And that's with or without throttle input, it seems. Here come the monsters, huh? That sounds like it would be right up my alley. Actually, as a matter of fact, before I pass up this opportunity, can I go through these bushes here? Are these treated as one of the weird... Yes, they're treated as one of the weird solid bushes. I can't pass up an opportunity to do donuts all over City Hall and the lawnscaping here.
Hey!
It's Ron, that wheezing dickhead. Shut up already. Yes. Fuck you, City Hall. I'm gonna get this side too, yes. She does pretty good donuts, I'll say that much. How can I... Wait, go back over here. Yes. Whoa! There it is, there's the finger. We'll give City Hall the finger. Yes. Give them the finger. Stick it out the window. You can use your other arm, don't be afraid. I would also be remiss if I didn't walk by the police station. Fuck you, coppers. I do like this car. It definitely has a nice, sleek body shape to it. Could have sounded a little bit better. It's not bad, but just not that great. I do really like the front end with the front end with the curves, although again I kind of wish the hood was more flat than this weird stair-step design that they decided to go with. Here come the headlights. Make sure we turn on our brights just to piss off everyone around us. Yes, I have my brights on. How do you like that? Ooh, here's a good place to test out the performance of this baby. We're going to go up towards the observatory. She spun out again. A lot of wheel spin from a dead start. But a lot of the cars are like that. And as with all these other cars, there is a way around it. It's called don't slam the gas when you get off the line. Nice, let's drift it. Don't know if the turbo shift actually does work or not. Yes. I'm going to do donuts all over this place as well. And we're going to knock over your stupid lights, because why not? This is what muscle cars were made for. Doing donuts in people's lawn while flipping them the middle finger and knocking over their stupid lights. Yes. Simeon, get your ugly face off my screen. Okay, yes. Ooh, came in a little hot. I also do like the tail lights of this car. Those kind of just straight bars, and the brake lights are actually separate from the two normal tail lights. Oh, yes. Another small little detail is with the headlights. You turn them on regular, and it's the top beams. You hit the brights, and it's the bottom beams as well. So you get two headlights on each side. Oh, there's a wall there. Stupid bushes were blocking my vision. Alright. There goes that. And there goes some of that as well. Oh my. The reservoir. I've lost count. How many bodies have I dropped in this reservoir? It's been a lot. You ever think that was a thing when Bob Ross had all those paintings? Each different location was a place where he hit a body. You ever think about things like that? Where the hell are we? I don't even know. She's got a bit of oversteer. It's lessened when you're on the gas, but... Oh, that was the rear end of an Oracle. I'd apologize, but fuck you, you're in my way. You know what? This is gonna happen here. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. And we parked it in someone's swimming pool. Well, this is unfortunate. It hasn't been destroyed yet. So if we can get out to the street... Okay.
Hey, did you get my text? Call me, okay?
Yeah, okay. Oh, Mr. Mechanic. I need you to fish my car out of a swimming pool. Bring it to me.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Too close. Ugh.
I'll get back to it then.
Yeah, don't swing a punch, dummy. Just run. God. This is embarrassing. Okay. Try again. Also, that might be something you may be unaware of. When you're scrolling through the contacts in your phone, hitting left and right on the D-pad actually switches between sections or something. I'm not sure.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels?
Are you kidding me?
I got stuff to do.
No, you don't, idiot. You need to fish my damn car out of that... And then I just remembered. Mr. J was telling me something about a pistol that I have. Yes, the up-and atomizer. Which probably would have been able to get that car out of the water. But it also could have messed things up even further, so... Stop honking your damn horn at me, you idiot. Go around. Okay, now, the last time. This is ridiculous. Come on, Mr. Mechanic. Bring me my damn car.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride?
There we go.
I'll get there as soon as I can.
There it is. Alright, get back in the damn car already. There. So, we were able to recover the car without having to file a claim with Moore's Mutual Insurance and pay those dildos any money that they don't deserve. How ridiculous is it that you have to insure your vehicle in a Grand Theft Auto game? Like, I understand the thing is probably going to get destroyed at some point, but insurance, though? Really? It's another police station. Another chance for me to flip people off. There's no one there. Ridiculous masters. Okay, well, I do believe we've demonstrated enough how the car handles. It's really not bad, and it's kind of a heavy car, so you should be able to push most smaller vehicles out of the way anyways. Motorcycles, four-wheelers, golf carts, you know, that kind of shit. The car looks good, it sounds decent, it's got quite a bit of visual customization mods, options. Oh, Lord. Knocked the guy off his motorcycle, held him, and slammed down on top of him. That was brutal. That's a broken spine. Anyways. The only negative is that the car does not have a roll cage option. And possibly, like, the liveries could have used a little bit more attention to have some better options. Being able to color some of them would have been nice. Oh. One thing I would like to test before we finish up here. How good does she fly? Oh, we already tested that, didn't we? Well, it's not super overly sensitive in mid-air, as Mr. J told me the Ellie was. So that's good, although it does seem maybe a little undersensitive, which could be a negative. overall, I am happy with this car, and I think I will keep it for a while at least. Heading down to Mr. J's nightclub to collect the money that's been made. In any event, the car gets a thumbs up, as opposed to the Virgo, which was... This one's alright. Plenty of options, aside from a roll cage, which again, especially when you're me, roll cage is kind of important. 15 thou, huh? Anyways, car's good. That's the verdict on the Shyster Deviant. Plus, I love the name. Deviant. Fits me very well. So, that's going to wrap things up for this episode of Buyer Beware on the Shyster Deviant. Thank you all for watching. I have been your host, Mr. Suicide. Thank you for watching. Come back to my funhouse again sometime. And have a good night.